Mr. Jason Mow.
Good morning, Arizona. I am a proud third-generation Arizonan, born and raised here, served my country, went all over the world, and I came back here to raise my family because this is God's country. I am so very grateful to the organizers of this patriotic event for giving me the opportunity to speak to you today about standing up for America. I've carried this message across the state to many town halls and meetings, and every time I speak about standing up for America, I'm asked the same question. How do we do that? How do we stand up for America? Where do we start? How do we do that with so many forces arrayed against us? And what is it that we stand for? I'm here to tell you today that the first thing we must all do is stop apologizing for being an American. We must stop apologizing for having the same value systems and morals set by inspired men like John Adams, like Thomas Jefferson, like the sage of Philadelphia, Dr. Benjamin Franklin, and like that indispensable man and father of our country, General George Washington. It tears at my heart and it insults me to the very quick of my spirit to hear our elected leaders apologize for America and for their time-honored values. This same America that they are so sorry to be associated with brought freedom and light to an entire world in darkness and tyranny. This same America that is so hated by our leaders saved the world from Nazi fascism, from Japanese oppression, and from socialism. This same America defeated the greatest evil of my generation, the Russian Empire, and tore down the wall. This same America that our president is so desperate to change feeds, provides clothing, and vaccinated entire continents against medieval diseases. This same America that put a man on the moon, went to the bottom of the ocean, and connected the entire world by the push of a computer button. This same America stands every day as watchmen on the towers of liberty and freedom, ready to fight on all corners of this planet against evil in all of its forms. This same America that over the last 200 years freely gave of our natural resources and spilt the blood of our most precious national treasures, our youth, all in defense of the world's needy, the afraid and the oppressed. And the only thing we asked in return was enough ground to bury our dead. No, I do not apologize for America or for the values and morals that made her the greatest country on earth. I do not apologize for that. I will not apologize for demanding that my elected officials be honest and truthful in their dealings. In my America, an act of charity is to give a helping hand up, not a handout. The Constitution guarantees equal rights, not equal possessions. I will not apologize for that. In my America, we do not apologize for practicing our chosen religion. I welcome you all to call God by whatever name you choose and to worship as you see fit. Just leave me alone to do the same. Understand your religious rights end when you violate mine. Life is precious. Life is a gift. And life begins at conception. I will not apologize for that. The Second Amendment gives everyone the right to defend themselves and their families from every evil we face. No apologies for that. It is your divine right to own property and to feel secure and safe on that property. I will not apologize for believing that. I understand that a soldier has one job, not to hand out toothbrushes or paint fences or try to make a terrorist feel comfortable. No, the soldier's only job is to find and fix on the enemy's position, kill that enemy, and destroy his war-making ability. A soldier's job is to ensure that we are never afraid of those who would do us harm, and those who would attack a peaceful people are brought to justice, or justice is brought to them. As Dr. Martin Luther King said, peace is not the absence of conflict, but the presence of justice. And in my America, we never apologize for demanding that our politicians, when you send our children to war, you let them win that war, and then you bring them home in peace. In my America, we do not qualify ourselves as Mexican Americans, Asian Americans, African, or European Americans. We are all American, and we accept the mantle of that responsibility. We cannot demand to be treated equal and in the same breath segregate ourselves into tribes. That is the very definition of hypocrisy. It does not matter if your ancestors lived in Jamestown or came over on the Mayflower, or if this very morning you took the oath of allegiance to America. You are now an American, and you've earned the right to say that. Accept the title of free man or free woman. Carry for yourself the mantle of responsibility that comes with such an honored title. Stand up for what is right. Stand up for what is true. Stand up for all that you hold dear in your life. We are that shining city on the hill that is spoken of by the President Ronald Reagan. A shining city that gives off light for all who wander in the wilderness and in darkness. A burning beacon in the midst of oppression and hopelessness, signaling out for all those who yearn to be free. That is my America, and that is what I stand for. When the Lord God gives us words of encouragement in these troubled times, He says, "Fear not, I am with thee. Oh, be not afraid, for I am thy God, and will still give thee aid. I'll strengthen thee, help thee, and cause thee to stand, upheld by my righteous, omnipotent hand." Ladies and gentlemen, I do these things now in memory of my God, my religion, my freedom, my peace, and for my wife and my children. I ask that you do the same today with me, that you stand up for truth, justice, for our flag, and for the Constitution of the United States of America. I have been in service of my country my entire life. Hey, don't let these guys hear that. They're going to put me in charge of something. I have been a soldier or a police officer my entire life. I've carried a gun in my hands for the last 20 years in defense of liberty and the Constitution of the United States. And in all that time, I've come to understand one simple truth. A true hero is not always somebody that stands out in a crowd, but a true hero will always stand up. My name is Jason Mow, and I ask you now to join me. Not one step back, ladies and gentlemen. Not one more step back. God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.